Hello students, in this video I intend to teach you secondary memory of computer system. Secondary memory of computer system. Secondary memory is called external memory, auxiliary memory, tertiary memory also. Okay. Magnetic tape, floppy disk, hard disk, CD, DVD, pen drive and memory card. These all are examples of secondary memory of computer system. Now I want to discuss it one by one. Magnetic tape. A tape is a magnetically thin coated piece of plastic wrap around wheel capable of storing data. Magnetically thin coated, and you can see data is stored on this, and this reel is covered in hard-bound plastic. Tape is less expensive than other storage medium. This is less expensive. It is much slower. It is sequential access. Sequential access, it is often used for backing up large amount of data. Means, suppose there are 5 songs in magnetic tape and you want to hear song number 3, then you have to forward it 1 and 2, then you will able to listen song number 3. Okay, due to sequential access, we cannot randomly jump on a particular point, we have to cross it one by one. Floppy disk. Floppy diskette is a type of a storage medium capable of storing electronic data like a computer file. This is slow, but access is random. 3.5 size floppy diskette, which was one of the most commonly used floppy diskette, capable of storing 1.44 MB data. This floppy disk is not available in market today because this is very old technology for storing data. The size of this floppy is 3.5 inch and it is able to store 1.44 MB of data, which is very less, because a normal song capacity of normal song is approx 4 to 5 MB. Then we cannot store a song in this floppy because it has very less storage capacity. Hard disk. A hard disk drive, HDD, is non-volatile data storage. Non-volatile means each and every secondary memory is type of non-volatile memory. Okay. It consists of solid rounded disks packed on one another, made of a magnetic material and sealed inside a case. This is outer structure of magnetic hard disk, and this is internal architecture of hard disk. It does not get lost or damaged by mishandling, as disk is generally fixed inside the computer. It does not get lost or damaged, but it gets damaged or lost. It does not get lost or damaged by mishandling, as a hard disk are generally fixed inside computer. Data is stored on the platter in track, sectors and cylinder to keep organized and easier to find. And access mode is random, because you can randomly access any file or data. Now internal architecture of hard disk. You can see this diagram, and this is very important point: track, cylinder and sector. Track, sector and cylinder. More about hard disk. Track, you can see this is track, and you can see in this deep color this is sector, and you can see this big circle is platter. Okay, this is a spindle, this is arm assembly, this is read write head, and this is read write head, this is read write head. Okay, track, each platter is divided in concentric rings called tracks. You can see this is track. There are thousands of tracks on each platter. In one platter there are thousands of tracks. A track is divided into segment, is called sector. You can see this track is divided into small sector. Suppose this is track and this is track, and there are small blocks. This a small block is called sector, this and this, which is the basic unit of a storage. Data is stored on sector. Now sector, each track is divided into sector. I have discussed it. A sector is as a rule hold 512 bytes of data. 512 bytes of data stored in one track, one sector. Cylinder, a cylinder consists of a set of tracks described by all the heads at a single seek position. This is cylindric shape. Okay. A cylinder consists of a set of tracks described by all the heads at a single seek position. Next, more about hard disk and seek time. What is seek time related to hard disk? A seek time, a disk is divided into many circular tracks. You can see many circular tracks, track 1, track 2, track 3 and track 4 and so on. Okay. The time is defined at as the time required by a read write head to move on one track to another. Seek time, what is seek time? The time required by read write head, you can see this is read write head. Time is required by read write head to move from one track to another track. Time required by the head to move from one track to another track is called seek time. You can see this read write head is now on this track, and you can see this read write head is now on this track. Time required by the read write head to move from one track to another is called seek time. Example, consider the above diagram and read write head is currently on track number 1. Now on the next read write head we may want to read data from track 4. In case our read write head will move to track 4. The time it will take to reach track 4 is called seek time. You can see this example. This read write head is now on track number 1, and in this example this seed is on, this read write head is on track number 4, and this is called seek time, moving from one sector to one track to another track. Next, rotational latency. Rotational latency, the disk is divided into many circular track. many circular track, and these track are further divided into block is called sector. This is track and this is sector. You can see the time required by the read write head to rotate to requested sector from current position is called rotational latency. You can see read write head is available on sector number 3, and in this example now read write head is available on sector number 1. Okay. Consider the above diagram. We have divided each track in 4 sectors. Okay. The system gets a request to read a sector from track 1, and the read write head will move to track 1 and will be seek time, and the read write head is currently on sector number 3. Rotational latency time means the time required by a read write head to rotate to the requested sector from current position is called rotational latency. This is called latency time required by the head to rotate from one sector to another sector is called rotational latency. Disk access time. What is disk access time? Disk access time is defined as the total time required by the computer to process a read write head and then retrieve the required data from the disk storage. What is disk access time? Disk access time is defined as the total time required by the computer to process a read write request and then retrieve the required data from the disk storage. For example, the read write head is track number 1, but we need to read data from another track or segment. Thus, the read write head will move to the data block location before actual transfer can take place. This delay is called access time. Disk access time is equal to access time plus data transfer time. Access time, data transfer time is equal to disk access time. Disk access time is defined as total time required by the computer system to process a read write request and then retrieve the required data from the disk storage. Okay. Now about compact disk. Compact disk stand for compact disk. CD stand for compact disk. Compact disk is a flat round optical storage medium. Data is read and write by optical signal. A storage capacity of this CD is 600 MB to 700 MB. Compact disk is a flat round optical storage medium, means data we can read the data or write the data from the CD by using optical signal. Optic means light signal. Okay. Now DVD, it stands for digital versatile disc, digital video disc, DVD, DVD ROM. There are different types of DVD, DVD-R, DVD-ROM, DVD-RW. Is a disk capable of storing significant amount more data than a standard compact disk. The storage capacity of DVD is more than CD. DVDs are widely used for storing and viewing movie and other data. Storage capacity is 4 to 5 GB. Okay. DVD has more storage capacity relatively compact disk CD. Now Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc is a high capacity optical disk. It can store large amount of data and was designed to supersede the DVD. Means this is uh, latest version of DVD because it stored large amount of data. Blu-ray technology gets its name from the blue-violet laser that used to read and write discs. It uses blue-violet rays laser compared to DVD red laser. Blue laser permits more information to be stored at a greater density. Storage capacity of Blu-ray disc is 25 GB to 50 GB. Okay. More about optical disc. A high power laser beam is used to write data by burning tiny holes or pits into surface of hard plastic disc. Okay, you can see the microscopic view of optical disc. You can see this is pits, low area is called pits and high area is called lands. A low power laser light scan the disc surface to read and write. The pits do not reflect the light back and are interpreted at zero. Pits, low area, don't reflect the light back are interpreted zero, while a smooth area or lands reflect light and interpreted as 1. You can see the microscopic view of optical disc, pits and land. Okay. CDR, CDRW, CDR, CDRW, DVDR, DVDRW. CDR means CD-ROM. CDRW means you can read and write. DVDR, DVD-ROM, DVDRW means read and write. Now, pen drive. It is also known as USB flash drive, data stick, pen drive, memory unit, keychain drive and thumb drive and a jump drive. It is portable because it is very easy to carry from one location to another location. It is often the size of the human thumb, hence the name, and contains to a computer via USB port. Connect to a computer via USB port. This is USB port. Flash drives are an easy way to store and transfer information between computer and range in sizes from 2 GB to 1 TB. This is pen drive and this is very popular nowadays in market. Memory card. It is also known as flash memory card, flash memory card and memory card. It is type of a storage media that is often used to store photo, video and other data in electronic devices. Okay, it is used in mobile, tab, iPad and other devices. You can see the figure of memory card. Flash memory card, storage capacity of memory card 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 62 GB. In this example you can see this memory card is of 64 GB. Now next, memory measurement unit. Memory measurement unit. A smallest unit of memory is a bit. A smallest unit is bit. It stands for binary digit. Binary digit, that means 0 or 1. 0 or 1. 8 bits is equal to 1 byte and 4 bit is equal to 1 number. Students, remember this point. This is very important. A smallest unit of memory is called bit and bit stands for binary digit. It stores only 0 or 1 data. 8 bits is equal to 1 byte and 4 bits is equal to 1 nibble. Now you can see memory measurement unit in details. Bit binary digit 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobyte is equal to 1 megabyte. 1024 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabyte is equal to 1 terabyte. 1024 terabyte is equal to 1 petabyte. 1024 petabyte is equal to 1 exabyte. 1024 exabyte is equal to 1 zettabyte. 1024 zettabyte is equal to 1 yottabyte. 1024 by B means yottabyte is equal to 1 brontebyte, and 24 yottabyte equal to 1 geobyte. Okay, these are memory units of computer system. Okay, now in next video I will discuss about output units of computer system. Thank you for watching this video.